Welcome back. Ken Stack and Phoebe Derdowski are members of the cast of A Christmas Carol, now on stage at the Penobscot Theater. Phoebe, I'll start with you. First, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course.
You have an interesting story. You come from the farm system of the Penobscot Theater. You went to the Dramatic Academy, and now you're starring in shows. Mm-hmm. How's it been, this progression to become Tiny Tim?
It's been a big step. And it's been a very exciting step, but also a very...
little scary
step.
Sure. Tiny Tim is a role that a lot of people know a lot about. So, what's it like taking this role on? What do you try to, bring to the people in the audience when you play Tiny Tim?
I sort of just try to bring them, joy while also being, a Tiny Tim happiness.
I understand, and it's hard when you have a Scrooge playing opposite you. Ken, tell us a little bit about what people can expect from this Dickens classic.
Well, this is, yes, it is a classic, but it's a brand new production that has been completely redesigned, very Dickensian, very true to the story. The sets by Dan Bilodeau, the costumes by Kevin Cossie, and the original music by Lawrence Fingerhut. A lot of the scenes are underscored. Some are original pieces that Lawrence has written. Some are 1840s Christmas carols, and they weave through the entire show. So it's a beautifully envisioned production, very, very true to Dickens, very lush, very visually exciting. The lighting, the projections, audio, everything. It's pretty exciting to do the show.
Phoebe, do you have a favorite scene or act or portion of the show?
I really like to do Foom 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 because it's very exciting. It took a lot of work, but it's a very exciting song, and I feel like you just get to express yourself a lot in it.
What's the rehearsal process like taking on a production of this magnitude?
Well, it's pretty intense. We have about 2.5 weeks of rehearsal before we move into the theater to get the show relatively shaped. But then when we move into the theater, you go into tech and you're dealing with all the technical aspects of production. That's where you really have to put your nose to the grindstone to do it. But then the show opens and we just have a wonderful time doing it. It's been probably one of the more exciting productions we've ever been in.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. So it opened November 29th. It runs through December 22nd.
Yes.
Good for people of all ages, even when
Definitely.
some of those ghosts come rolling through?
Well, I mean, you got to expect a little bit of spookiness from the ghosts, but it's definitely a family-friendly show, completely. And the younger members of the audience enjoy the ghosts just as much as the adults do. So we've had a great time with that. And tickets are available at, calling the box office, 942-3333 or penobscottheater.org. That's my job, I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, it's right on the screen, too. Our job, too. We're here to help you. I get that.
That's wonderful.
2 hours runtime, directed by Jonathan Barry right there on Main Street. Phoebe, you went to the Dramatic Academy. What would you say to somebody out there who thinks, I'd like to be sitting where Phoebe is sometime soon? What should I do?
I'd say just, you'll get there soon. Because the first show you do, you might not have the best part, but as you go on, your parts get bigger and bigger and better and better.
No small parts, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone's an equal, they all equally contribute to the show.
There you go.
So.
Awesome stuff. Well, I can't wait to see you both in action along with the rest of the cast. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Break a leg the rest of the way. Kurt's got your full forecast right after this. Don't go away.